after what feels like an eternity, January has just been so wet and grey and blah in Denmark. I finally got some interesting photography weather. So I've come by this beautiful line of trees on either side of a small road, and it is a little bit foggy, as you can maybe see here in the background. Looks really, really nice. I actually have a fog bow right there in front of me. The sun is about to break through. It's been one of those mornings where I didn't really have a goal for what I wanted to photograph. I didn't know where to go. I just saw that there was like spread patches of fog all around Zealand. So maybe there was some potential. So I came out anyway, because you never know what you're gonna find. Admittedly, I have just been so uninspired throughout January. It's like a month since I've been out photographing last time. But right now I'm so happy I got out, because this photo is, oh, I love it. So I'm photographing out over this field, and you can see like there's a line of trees. It's been plowed and the fog is evaporating. As you can see, there's a line of fog here and blue sky, but there's just a little bit of fog here on the field, and it just gave a lot of depth to this fairly long lens photo at about 130-ish millimeter. So as you can see here, I just got a few different versions where you can see there was a little bit more fog here in the foreground. It's actually really, really simple. On top of that, I have a nice little cloud up here that just gives a little bit more interest to the sky. But yeah, I've just been so uninspired throughout January. The weather has been like, and I just felt like a zombie. I haven't really felt like I wanted to get out, and it has just been uninspiring. So yeah, I guess I've been a little bit of a photography zombie. So I've come to a place I have never been before, but the sign said park. I was in a patch of local fog, so just drove in and let's see what happens. I'm at one of the fjords here in Zealand, and I came down here to the brink and I found these awesome stones that I fairly easily can isolate with the camera. So vertical shot out over the fjord. I still have fog out here in the background, so it obscures the horizon, makes it for a very, very nice and clean, calm, simple photo. Put on my Tamron 28-200, about 50 millimeter I'm shooting at right now, and it's just very simple. This is a nice way to get out of a photography slump. Beautiful, beautiful day. I'm in the middle of the day. The sun is kind of coming out of the fog right here, right now, but the fog seems to be pulsating. May stay around for the entire day. So yeah, just really nice. Very beautiful, very beautiful. I also quite like this area over here, but I think I need some bigger birds, some swans or something like that. And honestly, I'm not entirely sure if there's actually swans here at this time of day. But as you can see, I have more stones I can play around with as foregrounds. But so far, I really like this one here, just leading out into eternity. What an absolutely gorgeous day. Like, it's so atmospheric. It's so calm here along the water. It looks so beautiful. And I have all these spread out stones here in the background. Going to take a photo with myself standing up here. Just see if I can like look out over the fjord or maybe in towards land. I'm going to try a little bit of everything. It's just so good. Also trying to photograph some of the reeds here when they're backlit and the sun is out, and it's still very atmospheric, so it's just such a calm atmosphere. Absolutely lovely. So I'm just walking along the waterside here, put on the 100 to 400. I'm just photographing out over the fjord. It looks stunning. There's still many places where I can't see the horizon. So I have clouds in the sky, and then I have birds in the foreground. That's the thing when I do this kind of photography, I still try to incorporate the landscapes. I don't want to just have portraits of the wildlife. I want to show the wildlife in the context of the landscape. And today is just so calm. I try to capture that calm feeling. Not so much big drama, Instagram photos in your face, just calmness. It's so relaxing. Looks beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I captured a photo, you can see here, with a big line of swans, and as you can see, you can't see the horizon, and then just above I have this line of clouds. Super simple photo, but I like how the white swans and the white clouds are like literally the only two things in the photo, and how it like they reflect each other, complement each other. Looks beautiful. And that's just the thing, again and again and again. Like on a calm day like this, you basically just have to show up and then compose your photos. There's a little bit of rule of thirds in there for the most part because the scene is so simple, but it is, for me at least, very much about just balancing the elements in the photo. Simply just, if I have a swan in the foreground, I try to have some kind of counterbalance in the background, and that's it. Of course, something I talk about in my eBooks on composition, balance, and also whether you want to photograph vertical or horizontal, or whether you want to put your subject in the center of the frame, or if you want to put it a little bit off frame. So if you want to learn more about composition and landscape photography, be sure to get my eBooks. There are free light versions of both of them in the description of the video. You get one by signing up to my newsletter, and the other one is for free. Check them out, see if you like them, and then you can of course go ahead and get the full versions. So another way to interpret being a photography zombie is of course just to go where everybody else is going, and I'm very happy that I try not to be a photography zombie in that regard. Just brainless and not trying to like put in an effort yourself. At the very least, that's what I try to do. So I'm very happy that I actually got out today. Conditions were beautiful, and I think I've got some nice photos, at least which I haven't seen myself before from them. Like, it's not like the photos in and of themselves are super original, but yeah, it is what it is. Another thing is I really try to get out as much as possible. So it's always a little bit like ugh at this time of year, because I really do want to create some interesting videos where I photograph something new, I get some new photos. So I'm not just sitting back home at the desk talking about ISO or aperture or something else. I want to go out into the field and make sure that you guys have something interesting to look at. After all, I guess that's why you're following me, a landscape photography channel. It's because I do landscape photography, not because I talk about settings and gear all the time. Hopefully. So yeah, but if you do want to learn how to edit your photos, be sure to enroll in my Photoshop course. That is how my channel works. I sell my products. That is my main income. And in this course, I share all my landscape photography editing techniques, both the hard ones and the easy ones. But most importantly, I share my philosophy about how to edit photos so that you don't make all sorts of mistakes, yet you still make your photos pop and be impactful, whether they are minimalist or more complex. So yeah, check out the link down in the description. Be sure to read the full description also before you enroll. Very important. And yeah, links in the description, and a coupon code if you want to save a little bit of money, of course.